Welcome back to another Hoagie Boy MMA Yap Sesh Predictions. The show where I pull things out my ass, I do zero research, I don't look at fights, replays, none of that, straight from the balls onto this platform, man. Yeah, man, don't take my betting advice. But yeah, anyways, man, we got the UFC 329, man. It's about time, man. It's about time. It's the moon. Look at the moon. Yeah, man. Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway 2. Whew, dude, we've been being fed good these last couple of weeks, man. After UFC 250, and even last week or this week, huh? Oh yeah, I guess I am releasing this 2 weeks before the actual fight. We got I guess a 2 week break, so this is really not gonna be nothing. Hopefully, there's some news that I can break down and make some videos out of. But yeah, I guess I'm making this pretty early, man. I don't really feel like making it next week, so might as well do it now. But yeah, back to UFC 329, man. Looking like a pretty good card. I'm pretty excited. We got BSD versus Patty Pimblett, mate. Patty Pimblett. Scousers don't get knocked out. Corey Sandhagen, who everyone keeps saying is a dark horse in the division, and doesn't really do shit. Has no power whatsoever, but people say he's one of the most technical-list bantamweights of all time, even though he hasn't really done great against title I guess champions, but yeah, he's going up against Mario Batista in a rematch for the featured fight. Then we got Brandon Royval coming off that loss against Big Titty Cap against Loner Kavanagh, who came off a great win off of veteran Brandon Moreno and his Pokemon cards, man. Then we got King Green versus Terrence McKinney, battle of the YNs. Looking forward to that, seeing if Unk still got it or if T-Rex will knock him out cold. And hopefully, Herb Dean is there, so we could see a death. Haha, just jokes, just jokes. Herb Dean should be fired. Robert Whitaker versus Nikita Krylov, and whatever. We'll start in the beginning. Whew. Okay, Cody Durden versus Alessandro Costa. Alessandro Costa making a pretty, quick turnaround. He fat, fought 2 weeks ago, and yeah, dude, quick turnaround for him. No breaks, man. Pretty good for him. He's making his money. Um, at 30 years old, and then we got Cody Durden, 35 years old. His last fight beat a Jafil Filo, who is actually not that bad. Jafil Filo is not bad at all. Great jiu-jitsu, but he got, wrestle fucked by Cody Durden, if I remember correctly. But yeah, Cody Durden, man, 18 and 10, 35 years old, I think. Yeah, 35 years old. One in what is he? One in four, right? 1-4 in his last five. Before his W against Shafil Filho, he got a nice ninja choke against Matt Snell, but then before that, lost against Bruno Silva, took it around back up. He was pretty good beforehand, but beat Jake Hadley. I want to be a UFC fighter, but yeah, no, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna just go straight to Alessandro Costa. I think he's gonna be able to knock out Cody Durden. If not knockout, maybe possible choke. Perhaps. Yeah, he's got 6 subs, 7 KO, so he's pretty versatile on the ground and standing up. He does have power, as I said. He did knock out Mashnell, but to be honest, everyone knocks Mashnell out, so he got out of that fight pretty without no scratches, man. So I guess that's why he's fighting again. Before that, he KO'd Stu Nicoli, lost against Aiden Koya. I don't even know who that is. Beat Kevin Morehouse, to be fair. Lost to Steve Erceg, who, is not that bad. Did fight for the title. Some would say he won against Pantoja, but, who knows. But, yeah, I'm going to go with Alessandro Costa. He's, even if he's making a quick turnaround, and I think Cody Durden, too, himself is making it quick. Yeah, 2 months. That's pretty quick, too. But, Alessandro Costa's got power. He trains with I think Diego Lopez, and I'm pretty sure he trains with the OKC guys, if I'm correct. I don't know if I am. I'm just might be just spewing bullshit out. But yeah, dude. I think he'll knock out Cody Durden. Even though Cody Durden did look, he did look pretty good at his last fight. I don't think he'll be able to do anything against Alessandro Costa, who's actually, he has pretty good power, good striking, good jiu-jitsu. And he's gonna be a lot shorter apparently. He's 5'4". Is he actually 5'4"? Huh, that's kind of crazy. And Cody Durden is apparently gonna be way bigger, but this is gonna be at 135. I got no clue. But yeah, yeah, I'm gonna choose Alisson Jacosa by TKO in the second round. I just think Alisson Jacosa's striking is a lot better, and I don't think Cody Durden's wrestling will be able to be implemented effectively against Costa. And yeah, Costa round 2 KO. All right, who do we got next? Ryan Gondra versus Zach Reese. Ryan Gondra, 9-1, recently came off a sick KO against Jose Medina. People forget, man, nobody KOs Jose Medina. Just kidding, he's been KO'd his last couple of fights and choked out. But yeah, Jose Medina's canceled. I don't really count that. Trent Miller, he beat Trent Miller, 93 record. Oh yeah, he did beat him, Trent Miller, for the Dana. Okay, so this is gonna be his second fight in the UFC. Not counting his contender series win. He's got power. That's why they call him Problema, man. 5 wins by TKO, KO, 2 submission, 2 decisions. So this guy has power. He's more of a striker, from what I remember. But then we got Zachary Reese. Lost against Michelle Pereira not too long ago, I think. Before that, beat Jackson McVeigh, Disco Rich. Yeah, Zachary Reese himself is not bad at all. He's got pretty good submissions. As for his stand up, it is a bit iffy. If you lose against Michelle Pereira, I don't really rate your striking, but who knows, who knows. But frankly, I think Ryan Gunter is gonna knock out Zachary Reese. Yeah, I think he's gonna knock out Zachary Reese. To be fair, you can't be going to a split with Michelle Pereira. Michelle Pereira is kind of a one-round fighter. After that, he gasses. Ryan Gondra from his last fight. I know Medina's, a complete can. He's basically a traffic cone. But Trent Miller, in that bad win, and even for that, Vladimir Calvo, he's got some, good comp. As for Zachary Reese, he's gone against, I don't know, kind of like mid-tier fighters. But yeah, I'm gonna go Ryan Gondra by KO in the first round. I just don't really like Zachary Reese. I just don't really rate him anything. So yeah, Ryan Gondra KO first round. All right, next we got the undefeated Fahid Basharat versus Ethan Ewing. This is the third early prelim, dude. This card is stacked, dude. This, you do not want. People forget, man. Ethan Ewing, man, he be defeating on undefeated prospects, man. He's got a huge head. It's in the back of a head, man. But yeah, dude. Will Ethan Ewing get another undefeated fighter on his record? Recently beat Rafael Estevan by KO. He looked pretty good. His striking looked super crisp. Malcolm Wellmaker sunned him to a decision. He looked way better everywhere. Yeah, dude. And then Fahid Basharat, uh, 28 years old. He's pretty young. But yeah, as you can see, he's more of a grappler, wrestler type guy. Doesn't really have KOs. Doesn't really have power. He went to a split with Gene Matsumoto. Was able to beat Chris Gutierrez, which is a pretty good win, to be fair. And he has beat pretty good comp. Victor Hugo, Taylor Lapillus. These are good wins. DeMar Blackshear. These are good wins, right? He's a solid prospect who's looking to get, a ranked fight if he does win. But I don't know. He's just not dangerous, to be fair. He's been kind of on a decision streak. As of lately, last finish was an arm triangle against Clayton Rodriguez, who it is 8-4. But Ethan Ewing just looks super good, man. He looks so good. His striking is crisp. He looks like his grappling, from what I recently seen, is not that bad. But he is more known for his crisp striking, his boxing. And yeah, dude, man, he's a marauder, man. He's a marauder. He's got a huge head, so you already know he's got that chin. To be fair, Fahid Basharat also has a chin and a huge head, but he did go to a split with Gene Matsumoto. And not to say Gene Matsumoto is bad, but he's kind of, to be fair, he's an all right fighter. He doesn't really show me much, but yeah, dude, I think Ethan Ewing's gonna take Basharat's O, dude. I really do think so. Ethan Ewing it just feels like that fighter. He feels like that type of fighter who's gonna go on a pretty sick streak and maybe even fight for the title. He's really good. He's young, 28 years old. He's a bit short for the division, bantamweight. I know that's kind of crazy to say, the manlet division, but these bantamweights be being pretty big, man, like 5'8", 5'9", dude. But yeah, he's 5'6", dude, 5'6", short kings up. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Ethan Ewing by decision. I don't think he'll KO. He could probably KO him, but I think Basharat, is just gonna try to survive. And yeah, Ethan Ewing by not KO, by decision. All right, we got Damian Pinas. Pinas, man. People forget, man. Pinas, so dangerous in the guard, man. But yeah, dude, he has Damian Pinas versus Cesar Almeida, huh? Cesar Almeida. Who is this guy? I forgot. But lost against Cesare Olejchek. Isn't this the brother of Alexander Chaycha or whatever? I forgot the guy who just fought, homeboy who just fought. But yeah, yeah, no, I'm gonna have to go Damian Pinas. Pinas has the power. He's 24 years old. He's on that same stack that Gutier. Oh shit, what's his name? Gutier. You know what I mean? But yeah, he's on the same Sazul that guy's on. He's he's pretty fucking jacked. Um, yeah, dude, he has some very big power. Peanut certainly does have. They call him the Baba Yaga for a reason. John Wick of the UFC. He's got a bunch of KOs. I'm pretty sure he's all his wins are by KO. No, by finish actually. Yeah, he's never gone to the decision. He's only been disqualified once, so that's why he's 9-1. He should be undefeated, but he's been disqualified. He's 24 years old. And he's getting experience and he's getting better. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna have to go with Damian Pinas. To be fair, Cesar Almeida doesn't really show me anything. I kind of forgot what his fight style is, but I'm guessing a bit of jiu-jitsu. He's also 38 years old, so he's old as hell, boy. But yeah, no, I'm just frankly speaking, I'm just gonna go off what I've seen from Damian Pinas. He's just so powerful, man. Pinas, man, come on, man, Pinas. But yeah, I'm gonna say round 1 KO for Pinas. He's Almeida. Finna go to sleep. Oof, oof. I don't know, man, dude. This ain't a women's fight. I always do be saying, women's fight's the bathroom break. But, man, we got some cuties, man. We got some hotties. Got some hotties, man. The battle of the baddies, man. To be fair, Kong Wang, dude, she looking pretty bad, dude. Tracy Cortez, too. But, yeah, no, yeah, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, Tracy Cortez versus Kong Wang, dude. We haven't. This is a women's fight I'm pretty looking forward to, not just because of their looks, but because they're actually not too bad. Kong Wang has the striking, man, and people forget, man, she has a win over Valentina Shevchenko in kickboxing, I think, or Muay Thai, or whatever it is. But yeah, dude, well, Kong Wang, man, what can I say about the Kong of the Wang? Other than she's a baddie. Recently beat Eduarda Moura by decision, Ariana Lipsy by decision, Brenna Brazil by decision. She's been on a decision streak, but this is women's fighting. Lost against Gabriela Fernandez. That one girl who recently, oh no, she lost to Casey O'Neill, huh? Oh well, I guess Gabriela Fernandez choked her out. I think dropped her and then choked her out, from what I remember. But before that, she was undefeated. Yeah, no, damn, she's so hot. But what was I saying? Tracy Cortez. What do we got with Tracy Cortez? Last fight, lost against Aaron Blanchfield by choke. Before that, lost against Rose Namajunas. But to be fair, she's only lost against, I guess, the top 5, right? I'm pretty sure Aaron Blanchfield and Rose Namajunas were top 5 when she fought her. But I don't know, man. Tracy Cortez does have good wrestling. But to be honest, that's all she really has. Her striking's abysmal. She has no boxing, so she's gonna go out there and try to get get Kong Wang down. And even, if she does get her down, I don't think she'll be able to do any damage. I know she does have some submissions. She only has one. Never mind. She's a decisionator, man. Tracy Cortez is a decisionator. But yeah, dude. I'm frankly, I'm just go with Kong Wang, Wang of the Kong, the Joker, man. The Joker. What could I say? I don't want to say something funny, but Gotham. I don't know. I was trying to say something, but I kind of forgot. I lost my train of thought there. But yeah, Tracy Cortez. She only way she can win is by decision. Kong Wang, she does have pretty good striking. I think she does come from kickboxing. Yeah, kickboxing, man. Yeah, she's got pretty good kickboxing. Her takedown defense, I don't know, is a bit suspect, but she was able to, I guess, defend. She has been taken down though, from what I remember. I don't think Tracy Cortez is that girl. You're not that girl, Tracy Cortez. You're not that girl. But yeah, I'm gonna go Wayne Kong, dude. She's just dangerous, dude. Tracy Cortez won't do nothing. So yeah, Kong Wang. I just say decision, man. To be fair, yeah, Kong Wang decision. All right. Kai Kamaka the third versus Luke Riley, mate. Luke Riley, we don't get knocked out, mate. Paddy Pimblett's training partner, I think. He trains with Paddy Pimblett. And then we got Kai Kamaka making his second run in the UFC, dude. People forget, man. He had a first run, but yeah, beat Dakota Hope, who was 12-1 from what yeah, he was. No, he was 10-1, huh? And Michelle Lima. Oh no, his last UFC fight was Dakota Hope. His last stint was 5 years ago, huh? Yeah. Kamaka, he's not bad now. He's not bad. All right. He's pretty well rounded. He's got good striking. He does work out Extreme Couture, man. So you do be training with the Strickland and the boys. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure he's a well-rounded fighter. Good takedowns, takedown defense. All right everywhere. To be fair with Kai Kamaka, but frankly, Luke Riley, his last fight beat Michael Oswald Jr., who isn't a great win now that we saw him lose against 40-year-old Gaston Bologna's the top Turo clone, but yeah, dude, Michael Oswald, and then before that beat Bogdangrad, and before that beat Terrell. I don't know with Luke Riley, man. Like, he does seem to be a pretty good prospect, I guess. He's 13-0, undefeated. He has let me see. He has 9 KOs, 4 decisions. He does train with Paddy Pimblett. He is pretty young, 27 years old, so he's still learning. He's still getting better, sharpening the iron with Paddy Pimblett. But I don't know. I still think he's a bit green, but I do think he'll be able to beat Kai Kamaka the third. Kai Kamaka the third. I don't know, man. He just seems kind of like the average UFC fight. He's like the type of fighter that you fight in like your the walkthrough of UFC 5 or something like that, right? But yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Luke Riley. He also is pretty big. Is this featherweight, right? 5'9". Yeah, no, he's pretty big. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Luke Riley. He does be going in there with his I think his hands down low. He is kind of a Paddy Pimblett type fighter, but yeah, he gets hit a lot. But frankly, I think Luke Riley will be able to beat Kai Kamaka on the striking, by striking. Yeah, by decision though. I don't think he'll be able to KO Kai Kamaka. Kai Kamaka is pretty good, But yeah, that's about it. Luke Riley decision. Okay, we got Cody No Love Garbrandt and Adrian Yanez. People forget, man, Cody Garbrandt, in his last fight, he won me big money against Lang Zhao. He got super lucky. He got hit in the nuts. He was throwing up. But, yeah, Adrian Yanez, Cody Garbrandt. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Adrian Yanez. Cody Garbrandt just washed, dude. He's not that old. He's 34, but he just washed, man. His last fight against Lang Zhao, he should have been winning that fight, but he just looked. He was getting hurt. He was getting hurt by Lang Zhao's strikes, if you know what I mean. But yeah, dude. Cody Garbrandt has 0 takedown defense. As for striking, he's just not looking good. He's not looking like prime Cody Garbrandt, right? But to be fair, he has been in a lot of I guess wars. But yeah, before that, lost against Randy Barcelos. Got grapple fucked. Same thing with Davis Figueroa. He got choked out. Beat Brian Kelleher by a counter right. Round 1 KO. Jevin Jones. But dude, Cody Garbrandt he's just not it anymore. I think Adriana is gonna be able to KO Cody Garbrandt. And as for Adriana, his last fight, he should have beat Ricky Simone. I don't know how that was a decision. It should have been the dubs for Adriana's. I'm pretty sure he won the last 2 rounds if I remember. But yeah, draw for him. His last fight before that lost against Daniel Marcos by split decision. Daniel Marcos is good. He's 18-1. But yeah, Benicio Salvador beat him for that loss against Jonathan Martinez and Rob Font. But I guess that was a prime Rob Font. But even then, Rob Font wasn't really that you know, super good. But I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Jonathan Martinez again, he's people used to think he was a dark horse, but he did lose against Marcus McGee, who people also think is a dark horse. But yeah, I'm gonna say Adrian Yanez by KO, probably in the second round. Cody Garbrandt's not gonna be able to really do anything. He could maybe land a pretty good shot. Cody Garbrandt does have power, but I do think Adrian Yanez has better boxing than Cody Garbrandt. And I think he's gonna knock his head off his shoulders into the stands, dude. But yeah, second round KO for my boy Adrian Yanez. No love when they get slimed out. Okay, now on to no, this is they switched Gable Stevenson from the the main card to the featured prelim, but we got Gable Stevenson, man, versus Alicia Ellison. Yeah, no, I don't really have to go into depth with this one. This is obviously just a can being fed to Gable Stevenson. No way that Alicia Ellison is gonna be able to win. Yeah, they're setting up Gable Stevenson to get a highlight reel KO. But I guess we go into Gable Stevenson. Yeah, 3 wins only. Yeah, he's only had 3 MMA fights professional. He just recently got into it recently at 2075, so he's been in it for a year. Before that, I think he was training to be in the WWE and the NFL, but he got rejected because he's trash at both of those things. So now he's running back, I guess, to sort of his roots, which is wrestling, and now going into MMA. But yeah, dude, Gil Stevenson's recent win was against a guy named Hugo Lesma, and in that fight he did get kind of checked, dude. He did get hit with I don't even know what it was, like a right hook, but he did get, I almost wobbled, I wanted to say. I don't do research at all, but I'm pretty sure he got hit hard by something, but he was ultimately end up got took Hugo Lozama down and ground and pounded the fool. But yeah, I guess Alicia Ellison. I don't know where they got this guy from. They got him from the back. He was cleaning the dishes or something, or cleaning the floors. But yeah, lost against Brando Perisic, who isn't bad. He's pretty good. Before that, he was 4-1. But dude, honestly, this guy's a can. Gail Stevenson just gonna take him down and ground and pound him like he always does. So I'm gonna just do a ground and pound KO for Gabe Stevenson in round 1. Olympic athlete, I forgot to say that too. But yeah, okay, now on the main card, man. King Robert Whitaker, man. People forget, man. He made anime. He made an anime. He had an anime TikTok channel where he rated anime. Yeah, he's a nerd, man. He's a nerd. He's a dork. Push him in the locker. But yeah, Robert Whitaker making his light heavyweight debut against Nikita Krylov. Yeah, I don't know what to feel about this. I don't think this is the answer to Robert Whitaker's recent losing streak. But might as well change something. Not do that weight cut, even though he's not. He is big, but he's not like a super huge middleweight like Paulo Costa and what's his face? I kind of forgot. But yeah, Nikita Krylov recently got a dub against Modesta Bukowski's, knocked him out. For that, got KO'd by Bogdan Guskov, Dominic Reyes. But it is what it is. Beat Ryan Spann, Vulcan. Nikita Krylov's good. He's just chinny. He's chinny. He's gonna be a lot bigger than Robert. Nikita Krylov has good. He's pretty well rounded. He has alright striking, but he does leave his chin up. He does got pretty good grappling. He's got more submissions than KOs, but he's versatile. He's dangerous. He's a dangerous fight for Robert Whitaker. Robert Whitaker coming off 2 losses against RDR and Khamzat Chimaev. And to be fair, Khamzat Chimaev was the champ. He was the champ. He dominated DDP, man. And then lost against RDR, which he could have won. To be frank, he could have won that. But ultimately it wasn't his night, and they gave it to RDR. But that was a good fight, and he could have won. So, speaking, I'm gonna speak some truth. He's not washed. I don't think Robert Whitaker is washed at all. He's only lost against champs, dude. Izzy, DDP, Kamza, and then I guess RDR is the only one who I guess he looked not too good. But dude, I think I did say I don't know if it's the answer to go up to light heavyweight, but I think Robert Whitaker is gonna be refreshed in this fight. Light heavyweight um is not that good, to be honest. Middleweight isn't good either, but Robert Whitaker has shown he is his karate stance is he has good striking, in and out, that type of shit. His head kicks are dangerous. He could possibly land one on Nikita Krylov, and that's what I'm gonna say. He's gonna land a head kick on Nikita Krylov. Um, Again, maybe Nikita could try to take down Robert Whitaker, but I don't think so. I think it's gonna be a striking fight. But I think Robert Whitaker does have what it takes to be in light heavyweight. I don't think he's gonna be the champ, but I think he'll regain a new flicker in his candle or whatever. But yeah, dude, I think Robert Whitaker's gonna be able to get a KO over Nikita Krylov. He is pretty chinny. Robert Whitaker is chinny too, but he hasn't really been knocked out recently, only by DDP. But and that was a TKO. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Robert Whitaker by a round 2 head kick KO. I think he'll be able to you know not get touched up by Krylov, and I do think Robert Whitaker's striking is way better. And yeah, dude, I think this is gonna end bad for Krylov. So round 2 KO for my boy Reaper. Okay, the YN battle, the battle for O Block, man. People forget, man. King Green, man. He's one of the best unks and of all time. And then Terrence McKinney, man. People forget, man. Terrence McKinney, he's a round 1 die or kill type fighter. But yeah, dude, King Green coming off a win streak, dude, a pretty good one too of finishes. Jeremy Stevens finished him. Jeremy Stevens is washed, but he did look really good against him. Daniel Huber is complete dog ass, but he was able to get that KO against him and then beat Lance Gibson Jr. Before that, he lost against Mauricio Ruffy, but Mauricio Huffy has shown to be actually really good. And Paddy Pimblett also. Paddy Pimblett's a top 5, I think, top 6, not anymore with these new rankings, but yeah, he's only really lost against really good comp, dude. Jalen Turner, he's good. He's a weight cut bully. Drew Dober, Drew Dober, of course, man. Racially motivated Drew Dober. He's always gonna get that dub over melanated fighters. People forget, man. Islam Makhachev. Yeah, he's only really lost against good fighters. And this is gonna be the tricky part. Terrence McKinney is good, right? But he tends to go nuts to butts crazy, man. Yeah, dude. He's a round 1 fighter, dude. As you can see, he hasn't gone to the second round since Mike Breeden, and that was like 3 years. No, not Mike Breeden. Oh yeah, Nazim Sadikov, and that was 3 years ago, dude. Yeah, Terrence McKinney, he's lost against good comp. I'm not gonna say he's lost against bums, but he's just lost against people who either can tell that he's just gonna just bust his load out, get tired. But yeah, Chris Duncan, he could have won that, but he busted his load out again. Yeah, this is gonna be tricky because if this goes past round 1, I think King Green's gonna slime Terrence McKinney out. But Terrence McKinney is super dangerous in the first round, and Green doesn't really have that good of a chin. And I think Terrence is gonna go the wrestling route pretty quickly in this fight. To be honest, I think he's gonna take down King Green, go for it quickly, and maybe get a choke or ground and pound King Green. But this one is tricky. I'm gonna have to go McKinney, dude. He's just too dangerous in the first round, and King Green does tend to get knocked out. But we'll see, dude. I think this is a 50-50 type fight. King Green obviously could slam out Terrence McKinney in the second and third round. But yeah, no, I think Terrence McKinney is the most dangerous first round fighter. So yeah, I'm gonna go Terrence McKinney first round TKO over King Green. Alright, now we got a He has a beautiful wife. I'm first off say that he has a very beautiful wife. I am very jealous of him, and yeah. Manil Cap, last against Manil Cap recently got slimed out in the first round, but to be fair, Manil Cap is juiced to the gills, got them big ass yitties, and before that, last against Jasper Van, who's now the champion. Beat Tatsura Terra. To be fair, Brandon Royval also beat Tatsura Terra, so Brandon Royval is good. Beat Brandon Moreno, lost against Alexander Pantoja, but yeah, he's only lost against champs to be fair, and Manel Cap, who's about to fight for the title, I think, after after Van and Pantoja finished their thing. But yeah, dude, fuck, this one's gonna be a bit tricky. I do think Brandon Royale's still good, still in his prime. He just gone against better guys, but Loner Kavanaugh looked super good in his last W against Brandon Moreno. Brandon Moreno, of course, is pretty washed now. It's still a good one. People did expect Kavanaugh to lose that fight because of the what is it, the sea level, I think, right? Because of Mexico City, but no, he actually looked pretty good over 5 rounds and beat Moreno to a decision, which I didn't think it was gonna happen. I thought if he won that, he was gonna get it by KO, but he decision Brandon Moreno. He beat up his legs, he beat him up everywhere. He wasn't, good takedown defense. Didn't really get hurt by Brandon Moreno. Brandon Moreno is pillow fisted, but Brandon Moreno is a good striker, and yeah, Kavanaugh got out of there pretty scratchless, clean. So yeah, dude. Lona Kavanaugh. I'm gonna have to go with Lona Kavanaugh. He just, I don't know. I think he's gonna have better like boxing, striking. I'm pretty sure he's a Muay Thai kind of fighter, and yeah, I think Brandon Royval. I don't know. He doesn't really have the power to be honest. He's got pillow punches, same as Moreno, but I guess the part would be like maybe the grappling, but I think Lona Kavanaugh has pretty good grappling. And yeah, I'm gonna go Lona Kavanaugh. I just think he's coming in pretty hot, dude. After that double against Brandon Moreno, proved all the doubters wrong. He's gonna be really short against Brandon Royval. 5'4". Is he actually 5'4"? He's really short, man. But yeah, I think Kavanaugh's gonna be able to just get into Brandon Royval's zone, his little circle, and I don't think Brandon Royval would be able to fight his distance type game. So I'm gonna go Leonard Kavanaugh and by decision. I'm gonna say decision. This were maybe 5 rounds. I'd say maybe even KO. But yeah, Brandon Royval, they get slimed out pretty bad. So yeah, I don't trust his chin that much. So yeah, Leonard Kavanaugh decision. All right, we got what do we got? Okay, Corey Sandhagen versus Mario Batista. Dude, the glaze that Corey Sandhagen be getting, dude, saying that he's a super technical fighter, dude, his footwork, man, people forget, man, his footwork's super beautiful, but to be fair, I think he's just a footwork merchant, man. That's all he really does. Switch stances, he's pretty, pillow-fisted, doesn't have power. Of course, he can land a knee, a jumping knee. He is more of a grappler. He's not. He's a good striker, but he just doesn't have the power, and he usually just throws bunches. He can submit. I think he does have better. No, I don't know, dude. I don't even know if I can say that. Mario Batista was able to. He didn't look that bad against Umar Nurmagomedov, even though it was a unanimous decision. I think Mario did way better than Corey did against Umar. I'm gonna be honest. Mario has come a long way, dude. After his that first fight with Corey Sandhagen, which was like 7 years. Yeah, no, Mario Batista looks good. He trains with O'Malley, I'm pretty sure, so his striking defense is gonna be pretty good. I think he's gonna look good. I think this is new improved Mario Batista. His striking is good. He is able to get takedowns. His takedown defense is also good. Again, with that Umar Nurmagomedov, he did look all right, pretty good. He just needs to, I guess, work on that a bit more. But that was Umar Nurmagomedov, who does train wrestling pretty much since he was a toddler. But Corey Sandhagen, dude, I'm not honest. I've never believed in him, dude. Against Marab, he was looking good in the first couple of rounds, but then he did get rocked by him. Started getting taken down. Davison Figueiredo, dude. Davison Figueiredo is just there for the paycheck, dude. He is not good in bantamweight since his first couple of bouts. Umar Nurmagomedov, I don't know, he just didn't look good in that fight, right? he didn't do really anything. He just kind of just switched stances. Ralph Font again. He's sort of you know, I don't know, man. Marlon Vera, I guess. Yeah. Yadong Song, dude. He just lost. He lost against a TJ Dillashaw who was old as hell. Yeah, no, dude. I do not believe in Corey Sandhagen at all. Um, he's just gonna switch stances, land a couple pillow fists, and that's about it. Mario Batista, on the other hand, he doesn't have knockout power, but he has good damaging shots. I don't think Curry Sanding is gonna be able to do what he did to him in the first fight, which was, I think, grappling, and I don't even remember that first fight, but I think he did use a cold grappling. But I think Mario Batista is gonna look good. He's gonna look good. He's come a long way, man, and I think he's gonna get a decision, a pretty good decision. I think it will be a bit close, but I think he's probably gonna land a couple more better strikes. Mario Batista is really evolved, man. But yeah, Mario Batista by decision. All right, BSD versus Paddy Pimblett, dude. I'm looking forward to this fight. Winner of this, I think, should fight Ilya Tapturo. Because Tapturo did say he wanted to fight in December. I don't know how true that is. He looked alright. From the recent post on Instagram, but yeah, dude. BSD, Marauder, last true Frenchman. But yeah, he's a Black Ops. Was in the, I think what was he in? He's a Marine, I think. The Marine in French. I don't know what that is, but yeah, and then Paddy Pimblett. Yeah, BSD on a 4-fight winning streak. Took down Dan Hooker, beat him, knocked out Benil Dariush, but Benil Dariush gets the win, does the chicken dance, and gets knocked out. Mauricio Hufi, that's a pretty good win now that Mauricio Hufi knocked out Rafael Fiziev, who is looking pretty good now, who beat Torres. Beat Cal Pepper like that. I don't know about that, but got beat up bad by Renato Moicano 2 years ago. And again, that DP fight, he got knocked out pretty bad. Yeah, BSD is dangerous in the first couple of rounds. He bum rushes guys. He just goes in, throws everything with the kitchen sink, throws the TV, the refrigerator, dude. He just goes forward and strikes. And he's pretty good. He's got pretty good takedowns. He's relentless with that. He's relentless everywhere, to be fair. But I feel like he's just waiting to be chinned. And in his last fight against Dan Hooker, he was getting pieced up by Hooker on the feet early on. But he did, and Dan Hooker has 0 takedown defense, so he did get taken down. But Paddy Pimblett, man, his last fight was against the champ, dude. People were shitting on him because he lost against Old Man Gagey, but now that he beat Tapturo, no one's really saying anything because Gagey's now the champ of lightweight. What kind of world are we living in? But yeah, to be fair, he didn't look bad against Justin Gagey. He was getting his ass whooped, but to be honest, he was getting Gagey in some he was getting Gagey. It wasn't like a complete domination, right? Paddy Pimblett did look good. He did hurt Gagey, but Gagey, in wars, I don't think anybody can beat him in a 5-round war. But yeah, before that, was able to beat Michael Chandler pretty badly. Everyone do be beating Michael Chandler lately, but yeah, he looked good. He did what he was supposed to. Beat King Green, which, to be fair, now is a pretty good win. King Green is good. And then T-Ferg, yeah, withered old T-Ferg, Jared Gordon. He honestly lost that fight. But dude, I think this feels like a 50-50 fight, right? Because BSD could just bum rush Paddy Pimblett. This is gonna be a 3-round fight, so I do think BSD just gonna go nuts to butts crazy. And it's will Paddy Pimblett be able to weather the storm of the BSD? But I think Paddy Pimblett is on the same level as BSD. I feel like they're the same, level of fighter. They're really good. People do be shitting on Paddy Pimblett, but he didn't look too bad against Gagey, and he does have really good. I think he has good striking, but he does leave his chin in the air. But people forget, man, Scouts don't get knocked out. But man, I don't know, man. I don't think this is gonna be a knockoff. Anything is maybe a takedown by BSD and a TKO. But I don't think he'll be able to like flatline knock him out. But Paddy Pimblett does have all right striking. His knees do look pretty good. He does have good takedowns, takedown defense. Yet to be seen, I guess. But I think he'll be able to do pretty good against BSD. I think he'll be able to wither the storm against BSD and then possibly knock out Benoit Saint Denis. Um, a lot of people are going BSD, but dude, that Renato Moicano fight, I don't know, man. It was 2 years ago, right? But I still think he's kind of the same BSD. Um, yeah, dude. I gotta go with Paddy Pimblett. I think he'll be able to, defend the takedowns. The striking, I don't know. I think BSD's shit at striking, but he somehow, is able to just work with it. So, but I had to go with Paddy Pimblett. He looked alright against Justin Gaethje, and I think this time around he's gonna have a pretty good game plan. I do think he could have beaten Gaethje if he, went with grappling route, but he didn't. But yeah, I'm gonna go Paddy Pimblett. I'm gonna go maybe TKO. I'm gonna say ground and pound TKO in the third round. Yeah. Return of the Mac. Return of the Mac. Return of the Mac. And then we gonna find out Saturday night. We gonna find out Saturday night. Yeah, dude. Fuck. Plus 200, 205 for Conor McGregor. Not bad. I thought he would be a bigger underdog, but they are giving him a bit of a chance. But yeah, Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway. you know, if this was maybe the start of the year, I probably would have said Max Holloway's gonna, straight up bully McGregor. I think he's just too much on the feet. I think, he's gonna, whoop that ass, man. He's gonna slam him out. But dude, after seeing, the recent events of, Strickland beating Kamzat and then even Gagey beating Ilya, dude, there's just been so many upsets this year. And I'll be honest, Max Holloway, I feel like his brain is mush, man. I honestly think his brain is mush. Um, he's kind of like a Woody doll where he just says the same things. We gonna find out Shane night. But despite that, Max Holloway, I think he should be the winner, man. I think he should win this fight. I still think he's in his prime. Did KO Gagey, who is the champ. That was 2 years ago, to be fair, but I still think, I don't think Gagey has, improved that much. I think he's just gotten more smarter, But yeah, Oliveira lost against Oliveira. He got grapple fucked for 5 rounds. Looked lost, but he ain't fighting a grappler, dude. This is gonna be a striking match. Before that, beat Dustin Poirier, but Dustin Poirier was getting pretty, old. He was getting not washed, but he was a much slower. Got knocked out by Ili Top but he was looking pretty good on the first rounds up until he got, knocked out. But he looked good in that fight. And then again, Justin Gaethje, Shang Tsung Jung, Arnold Allen, that's a really good win. Alexander Volkanovski lost against 3 times, but Alexander is the GOAT of featherweight. Yeah, Rodriguez, dude. I think Max Holloway should win this. He should be able to finish Conor McGregor, right? He's also, Conor McGregor also coming off that leg break 4 years ago, 5 basically against DP. Obviously, he has been on a drug-ridden streak, alcoholic. He's been getting in trouble here and there. Been a trial. Yeah, dude, I don't think he's been exactly training his hardest, but I do want Conor McGregor to win this, dude. And I don't think it's gonna be lopsided as many people think. I think he'll look good in the first couple of rounds. But I don't know, dude. I can't expect Conor McGregor to look better now at 37 years old and coming off a leg break. And I'ma go with Max. Psych! I'ma go with Conor McGregor, dude. I'm gonna go with Conor McGregor, round 3 knockout, dude. Return of the Mac, man. Return of the Mac. McGregor's gonna come back. He's gonna slam out Max Holloway. Max Holloway, I think he's chinny now. I think he's no longer known for his chin anymore. He has mush for brains. Um, I think he's gonna maybe possibly underestimate Conor McGregor, man, and I think Conor McGregor gonna be back better than ever. He has been on the roids, so he's basically the same, man. People forget, man, but I'm gonna go Conor McGregor. Fuck it, dude. If he loses, it's whatever. But I'll go with my boy McGreg's. I believe in him. Pure belief, nothing else. But yeah, that's about it, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do these next couple of weeks. I might try to think of something. Hopefully some good news comes out between now and then. But yeah, looking forward to this. 4th of July. Go enjoy the town with the fam and fireworks and shit. And yeah, man. At least we got the World Cup and whatnot. But yeah, dude, it's gonna be pretty sick. It's gonna be pretty sick. Fight card, dude. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, that's about it. And later.